my God, I'm blind.
That's sad. He's a member of a 4-time loser.
I'm blind.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Talking Sports and Talking Shit with me and my motherfucking homies. Ronald Thomas. Say what's up, baby.
49 is faithful.
That's Brian Jordan up there cooking chicken and shit, not paying attention. That's my man.
Your internet is horrible, man. One of y'all.
We love him.
What's going on, Buffalo fans?
And Mo County's favorite fat man, Steve Lee.
Let's y'all want me to show my video or something?
Josh Allen, man. We going hard this year. Can't nobody fuck with us.
Okay, Steve.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you wearing a racist shirt, by the way, Steve. Stand up. Let everyone see that joint. That hat, too. Oh, man.
Yeah.
All right, well, fellas.
You got that nigger skins hat on.
Oh, my goodness. It's finally time. So the first subject today, we're going to start off with discussing the Redskins logo, who you see Steve already representing, the new mascot ideas, and possibly not being able to wear any of that old Redskin paraphernalia in the stadium when you go to a game. So first and foremost, I want to hear from our our local Redskin fan, Steve Lee. You can tell us what you think the logo should be, what you think about how the whole change is going to, happen for fans. How do you feel about it? Steve.
I couldn't hear not one question at all because everything froze.
Well, look, the question is, how do you feel as a Redskin fan about the logo changing and about possibly representing a new name? We need to hear from you first and foremost.
To be honest, I mean, if it's time, it's time. If I know they're going for it, but it don't bother me no difference. Since, 97, I've been hearing about, the name being racist and everything like that. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I've been shouting that. Is this dude a Cowboys fan?
Nah, that's his wife. But keep it going, man. Talk about the Redskins. That's not important.
Yeah.
So, I just think if it's time, it's time.
Okay,
so
hey, I mean, if it happens,
you're not
I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I'm right down the middle. Like if they change it, cool. Not cool.
What's the name you want though? Who do you want to be called? Who do you want to be called for the next century? Like, what are you going to be called? The Washington what? What do you prefer?
That's a good question. Because I was leaning towards the Red Tails for the Black Tuskegee Air Pilot men.
That's my favorite one.
But I don't know if they're going to go with that name.
You can keep that iconic Redskins R if you do that. You can keep that iconic Redskins R if you use the Red Tails. Hey, dog. Hey, it's a realtor dude somewhere in Maryland who trademarked all of those names, dog.
I don't know if
and now he's trying to get, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to, basically a money grab. I mean, he trademarked the Washington Monuments, the Red Tails, Warriors, Red Hawks, everything that was on the list. He went and trademarked it.
Yeah, I saw the list, and I mean, I didn't see Warriors on it.
Yeah, Washington Warriors was on there. It's crazy.
Who?
Say.
I don't know.
Say again, Rich.
Well, he has in 2014. He also made a website and had actual products for sale with all these names on it. So, because I guess if you trademark something, there's a law against you just trademark a name just to try to sell them. So he actually showed that there was reasons why he trademarked them to actually sell products. So if the Redskins want that name, they actually have to pay him that big bread just to get that name.
I don't believe. I mean, but it's still a scam. He's just perpetuating the scam. That's all.
He's just a smart businessman. That's all. He had to put the money in to trademark it and get products and stuff, and he's gonna make a killing off it.
I don't blame him. But I mean, it's about high time they changed the name though, because I mean, let's be real, dog. And you know what I think about? I know what I think too. I think they should stay away from anything Native American.
Hold on.
It's very horrible, man.
They should stay away from anything Native American. Like anything that it can be construed as Native American, like Red Wolves, Red Hawks. And if they got something like Warriors, even if they use Warriors, they should use a Native American emblem at all. Because they're thinking about
you guys having any lagging issues?
No, we
don't. No, Steve, we're good, Steve. That's just you.
You feel that using a Native American as the icon is racist on itself. I feel the Redskins name is more racist, but if you use an Indian as an icon, that's not necessarily racist.
Me personally, I don't believe it's racist, though. I think when white folks, the powers that be, even when they make a mascot out of something, the same thing I was saying about like Uncle Ben and Aunt Jemima. In that moment, they are kind of not being racist, dog. You ever seen the movie Gladiator?
Yeah.
You ever seen that movie Gladiator, right, with Russell Crowe?
Yeah.
You remember when that announcer dude, he was like, the Legionnaires of Scipio Africanus versus the Barbarian Horde, you know what I mean? And that team had chariots and arrows and all that, and they were supposed to beat Maximus and them. You know what I'm saying? But he turned the tables on them, stole a horse, and killed all of them and shit. They were calling them, the name of their team was the Barbarian Horde. The name of their team was the Legionnaires of Scipio Africanus. Sports is a celebration, a recreation of past battles. We've been doing that for the longest time, bruh. Indians, they fought for Native Americans, they fought ferociously for years, and they earned that reputation. And just when we put those teams together, when we put because white people have mascots too. They got like Trojans, Spartans. You take a Spartan, that's an actual person from an actual place. You know what I mean? That's an actual white guy from Greece. It's got his face with a feathered war helmet, very much similar like a lot of the sports teams do in professional sports. But nobody cares about that one because, it's a white guy, it's okay. They got the Boston Celtics. You know what I mean? That's a damn leprechaun in a green.
Hey, hold on. 1 second, Rich, before you go on. Hey, Rich, just 1 second. I just had to stop the recording and start it back up. But go ahead. Go ahead. Finish what you're about to say. Go ahead, Rich.
Yeah, I was just saying, that's why I feel like, what you're saying, Jeff, is correct. Like, keeping the Native American as an iconic symbol is totally fine. I don't feel that choice at all. I think that's, just showing respect to how ferocious Indians back then were and stuff. And you want your football team to be, a ferocious name, not like some, weird soft name or whatever. So,
but I will give you this. Redskins. That might be too far.
The Redskins. You know what Redskin means, right? You know what Redskin means? It's when they were scalping people's heads. When the Indians would get that scalp people's heads. That's what the Redskin stands for. You're saying no, Steve? Then what does it stand for?
It's a name that they just. You're kind of right, but it was also a name that they had on a piece of paper when they had bounty hunters out. Like how they call black people the N-word, they would call Native Americans Redskins because their skin was more redder and everything like that.
Because they got, redder skin, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I know it had to do with their skin, but it also had to do with that scalping, though. That's what I'm saying.
They were
the ones that was scalping.
They call them the red men. They call them red men and all that shit.
Yeah, they was just like so. What's the next thing they're gonna do? Is change the name of Oklahoma?
What do you mean?
You know what Oklahoma means, right?
Nah, what does it mean? Educate me then.
It means red man. That's what it means.
Yeah, that's what
it means. Red man.
It's called the red men. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Well, they're not changing to Oklahoma. That's not happening.
Oklahoma means red. Oklahoma means red men. I'm assuming in their language, though. So I'm not gonna call that racist.
Yeah, I just looked it up. Yeah. It says Oklahoma translates to Choctaw as red people. So I don't know if that's a racist term, but I never knew that.
Translated into Choctaw. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
That's a downhill lane right there.
Well, all right. Well, let's keep it moving. B doesn't look like he's going to be too much in this because he's, barbecuing out there in his yard.
Still smoking chicken.
Yeah, they deliver. They deliver.
Before we move on to the next subject, Steve, this question is kind of directed directly to you. So when the season starts back up, you can start attending games. Again, are you not going to wear your Redskins jersey, your Redskin hat, or if they tell you you can't come into the stadium with that anymore, is that going to be a problem? They say you got to buy the new paraphernalia, the new logo. You can't wear that old stuff.
What I'm going to ask them is, are they going to what I'm going to ask them is, are they going to reimburse me because?
Well, they're not going to let you.
Bad boy. So this bad boy was not cheap. It's authentic.
Can they really stop you from wearing it though?
No, they can't stop you from wearing it, but they can stop you from wearing it. But if they say you cannot come into our stadium, represent this team with that racial stuff, if the powers that be, the Walmarts, the Amazons, the Nike, whoever say don't like that, and because it's going to be on TV, you want to see fans all over. I mean, shouldn't fans also feel like, hey man, we can't do that to the Native Americans because it's not just it's racial. That's why they got rid of it. So why are you going to keep still wearing it, throwing it in Native Americans' face and stuff like that? So you can't be mad. They're not telling you to throw it away or burn it. They're just saying in here, we would appreciate if you don't come in our facilities wearing that because we got rid of the name. We're trying to move on. We're trying to treat Native Americans with some respect finally after
I think
80
we
years.
can respect that. I think we all.
They're not trying to. They have no choice because the other sponsors have put a halt to that. If it was,
they were forced.
They didn't get involved, then this team would be still called the Redskins.
That's true.
If Pepsi, Nike, FedEx.
Go ahead, Rich.
No, I was just
there was some other sponsors. They all
before we end the subject. So when we're about to end, I'll do a last little comment.
No, go ahead. I'm giving you the floor right now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So out of respect to the team, the Redskins, is since they're changing their name and it's been official, we'll go ahead and do this last minute or two.
What?
You went out, Rich. Rich, you went out. We don't hear you.
He's trying to be funny.
This fool original Hail to the Redskins.
Hey, you know the song.
Yeah.
Yes, hoorah!
Last time.
Fight.
Yeah, I can't even talk like I ain't grow up on that shit, boy. Yeah, no doubt about it.
Did you know the song?
I do know.
I've heard him sing it many times.
It's the wrong song, though. There's two versions of Hail to the Redskins, right?
I know that.
You know that, right?
Nah, well, it's all good.
I don't understand.
All right, guys, that's it.
All right, man.
I
could barely hear it because it was chopped and screwed. I didn't get to hear the
it's all good.
Run up, pass us, we want a lot more.
Look, the lyrics, man.
Touchdown, let the point soar. White on the
There you go, Steve.
All right. So,
hey, you know what should be added in as a topic also? The Smokey Robinson song.
Well, look, we'll get back to that on another time. We got to move on.
Yo, hey, Jeff, you see that, Jones?
Hey, nigga, that's the funniest shit I ever seen in my life, nigga.
Hey, let's come back to that. Let's come back to that at the back end.
You fired from your job if you fucking watch that shit in the office, bro. I tell you.
Hey, look, we can close with that or something. So we're gonna move on to the next subject, everybody. This was a topic that we all are familiar with. Hold on, Steve.
Come on, Steve.
All right, got you. Go ahead.
So this is a topic that we're all familiar with. It was kind of a hot topic last week. It was in a Boston column that the GOATs of the NFL, and the GOAT of the NFL that they wrote, surprisingly, they did not choose Tom Brady. The gentleman that wrote it chose Jerry Rice. So my question to everybody that's here on the call, who is your NFL GOAT and why? We'll go first with Rich. Rich, you go first. And if you could speak up in the mic when you speak so we can hear you because you're a little low.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I'd have to agree with him, and I'd go with Jerry Rice as well, for where he was drafted. And, he wasn't the fastest guy, but he had the great hands. His yard after the catch was just too tremendous. And, offense or defenses had the game plan for him, and he still smoked everyone that, ever covered him. So he's definitely the
not everyone.
He's got all the records that are per a wide receiver can have. I don't think anyone's ever come close to his records ever. He's kind of like the Wayne Gretzky of football. So in my opinion, he's definitely the top guy.
Okay. Those are all good points. Brian, are you back with us? Are you able to weigh in, or are you still out?
I'm here, dog. I've always been here.
Yeah, so, I'm asking you that question because you didn't chime in on the first subject. So, did you hear what the subject is? What we're talking about now?
That's okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the GOAT to me. Man, that's tough. So I actually had to think about this. I actually wanted to go with Tom Brady, and my answer that I'm gonna give, I'm gonna have to go with Jerry Rice also. Just his longevity, just the way he went about the game.
Sorry about that.
Oh man, some of the all if not all of the greatest receivers since Jerry Rice in history have all modeled their game somewhat after him. So Jerry Rice is my GOAT.
All right, Steve, you're next, and then Jeff.
Well, I'm kind of split in between with my team. I could say it could be number 28, Darryl Green, who really never missed a game for 20 years, even played with broken ribs. Or I could say Art Monk. But
Art
Monk ended up leaving.
Hold fast.
Football player of all time.
Hold on. I'm not done.
Yeah, okay.
I said it could be Art Monk, but he ended up leaving the Skins and went to the Jets.
Why are you talking about the Skins?
Yeah, we're talking about the greatest player of all time.
The greatest player of all time?
Yeah, bro.
Greatest player, not greatest Redskin, greatest player.
Well, I'm not. I know
Jim
that.
Brown, Lawrence Taylor.
I'm not going to say Jerry Rice. I'm going to say this: a guy that retired after 10 years, who would have that rushing record if he would have played probably 3 more years. I'm going to go with Barry.
Barry definitely is the greatest player. But, I mean, this is the thing. I hate this whenever we talk about this shit because I hate to compare basketball players. I hate to compare front court players and back court players. And in football, I hate to compare offensive players and defensive players. It's just a hard comparison for me. And
they do.
Obviously, to me, if you got to say the greatest football player, I'm going to say Jerry Rice, bro. Right? Yeah, I'm going to agree. It's definitely
okay, well, all right, well, I'll chime in a little bit more, and I have to agree with Rich and Jeff. It's Jerry Rice on every top NFL 100 for the last decade or whatever. It's been Jerry Rice. His statistics are almost you can't catch them. Like, you have players that's been playing for, like, I don't know how long Larry Fitzgerald's been playing, but it's probably been close to 20 years, 17 or 18 years.
He's a championship guy, too. I mean, Jerry Rice got, what's his, 3 rings?
He got
3 to 4?
He got 3 to 4. He got 1 MVP in the Super Bowl. Did he get all 4 of them? Okay.
I thought he had 5.
No,
he didn't get 5,
bro.
Hold on. I think he missed the first one.
The only one he missed was the Dwight Clark joint. He was
the one when he was a rookie. Yeah, when he was in there.
Okay,
like
so that means that
83.
No, my bad. Yo, they won in 81. They won in 81 and 84.
Exactly.
Yeah, he wasn't on neither one of them.
He wasn't on 81's team.
Was he on 84 team?
I'm finding that out right now. I do want to look that up because he came in 85.
Because I thought he had 3 rings. Yeah, he got 3 rings.
Three rings.
He was a Super Bowl MVP, and he also had 13 Pro Bowls.
Yeah, ridiculous.
But many more statistics.
Hey,
that guy.
A side note for you. Hey, yo, what player in the NFL has made the most Pro Bowls in their career? No Google.
I'm not Googling nothing, but I mean the most Pro Bowls in their career. Man, that's
Pro Bowls.
Say that again.
Hard. It's got to be someone that was in the league forever.
Pro Bowls in their career.
All right, tell me how many Pro Bowls. How many Pro Bowls? What's the number? Can you give me the number?
The number. Jerry Rice got 13. This guy got 14.
Okay, hold on. Give me a second. 14 Pro Bowls.
Man.
30 seconds.
Guess, man. We
defense or offense?
Man, this man got 14 Pro Bowls.
Ray Lewis?
Man, it's 2 of them. I don't know the other guy. But this, you want me to tell you?
I want to know if it's offense or defense.
Okay, it's offense.
All right, cool.
He also catches the football.
Lynn Swan?
Larry Fitzgerald.
Nope. Yeah. Unbelievable, right? Tony Gonzalez.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's right. Tony was around forever. I would never guessed that.
Combos, dog.
Hey, how about this? I know you already know this, Jeff, so don't say nothing. Who has the most touchdowns as a tight end?
Oh, I know that too.
I know you do.
This guy was on the same show that I got that.
Yeah, I know. You were just watching Colin Cowherd. That's why I know you know. You don't remember. And Brian might know too because he listened to him a little bit. Do you have any idea what tight end?
This guy, what the fuck y'all deliberating for?
I mean, I don't know what things going on.
Shit, man.
Hold on, say that again. Who has the most touchdowns as a tight end?
Not Shannon Sharp.
Come on, man. You know this.
Yeah, Brian, you watch the show. Shut up. Don't chime in later. He watched the show too. He's talking about Gates. Yeah, it's Antonio Gates. He gonna chime in on it.
The giveaway, dog. He should have known this. He should have known this Gates or Gonzalez. Either way.
Yeah, it's either one of them two.
There are fans out there that knew that. Good job.
Oh yeah, for real. All right, well, that sums it up right here. I didn't really get into it. Jerry Rice is the GOAT. Will be the GOAT and will always be the GOAT. Now, I do have a caveat. I will release the GOAT status from Jerry Rice if this bum, old hag of a man, Tom Brady, takes the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to the Super Bowl, wins the Super Bowl MVP. He has to do that. Because if he's not the reason why...
Yeah, that's something Jerry couldn't do.
Jerry has 1 Super Bowl MVP, Steve. He's got 1 Super Bowl MVP.
Yes, yeah, but I mean, winning on multiple Super Bowls on multiple teams is something he couldn't do.
Yeah, he's not a quarterback. He don't control it so much.
Jerry Rice took the Raiders to the Super Bowl too.
Yeah, I mean, did you look at stats that he had over 100 catches?
But they lost to Gruden and them.
Yeah, I mean that's cool, but I mean, Jerry, look, dog. Jerry Rice
in that Raiders game, Jerry Rice went off, and then you got to see Jerry Rice stats in the playoffs in the 49ers. It's ridiculous. It's absurd. I'm telling you. It's not right. He's not even close.
Yep.
I want to talk about Patrick Mahomes' money.
We'll get to that.
I thought that was next.
It wasn't next. I mean, we can add that topic. If we want to talk about it now, we can go right to that since you brought up on football because I was about to go to the NBA. So since we're on football, I'll let you start with Patrick Mahomes' money since you brought it up.
I want to start with Patrick Mahomes' money. Patrick Mahomes, everybody saw that $500 million. Patrick Mahomes got beat like a motherfucking drum.
I mean, he averaged $45 million a year. What more can he ask for? He got security for his life.
Just go rob that nigga.
No, Patrick Mahomes should have got the NFL's first largest fully guaranteed contract. Fully guaranteed.
You know how much he's fully?
$48 million a year, 7 years. I want every dime of my money. I don't give a fuck what happens.
But you know what he does have? He has what a lot of players don't have. He has a no trade clause.
Super Bowl.
Well, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the contract. He has, if he gets injured at any point in this contract, let's say it's a career-ending injury, he's guaranteed $140 million or something like that. It's a lot of money. It's guaranteed.
What's he do? You know what? Just said if. You just said if. If he had a fully guaranteed contract, would none of that shit matter. He should have set the market. He could set the market, but he could have changed the game. He is the one dude that's got more value than any player that I've ever seen in the history of the NFL. I have never seen a player that has been this valuable, more valuable to a team ever.
I agree. Rich, what you think?
Touchdowns in his first year, MVP.
I think it's a great contract. I don't know if he could have got more, but I mean, I've heard also in the contracts that the team can reconstruct his contract 1 or 2 times during the contract. So I'm not sure what all that details, but
he
can't trade him.
No, he got a no trade clause, but he should have demanded an NBA contract, like a Mike Trout contract. 9 years, 7 years, whatever, $450 million. Work me out to about $50 million a year, fully guaranteed. I don't care what happens.
It's going to be hard to do that.
It doesn't matter. It would be hard for him. He could have.
It is. It's the NFL. It's so many ways of getting hurt and injured and being ineffective. You can say so, but they did give him a large sum of money, the most ever. Hold on, he can come back and restructure this and get more money later. He don't have to do that whole bid of 10 years.
It's made.
The contract is made that way, so he can get out and get more money.
So you telling me you would have told him no?
Told him no to do no to what?
If he said I want 10 years, $500 million, fully guaranteed, you're the GM of Kansas City, you tell him no?
You negotiate it, because think about it. You can't guarantee someone that much money in the NFL. The NFL not built that way. You got a 53-man roster.
You tell him no.
Yeah, we're going back to the table. He's not going to leave. He's still in the contract for 2 years. We're doing this early. He can't leave. He can't leave.
He can't leave.
We already got a Super Bowl. No, he cannot. He cannot leave. He's got 2 years left.
All right. What you mean?
He got 2 years left. This was not the end of his contract. They did this early.
Bruh, he got a year left. He got a 5th-year option with a franchise tag.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
They can franchise him twice.
You can keep being franchised.
Right.
You can you see Kirk Cousins get franchised like 3 times, I think.
No, you only
keep
can
going
get
with that.
You only can get franchised twice, and you won't franchise.
How many times did Kirk Cousins get franchised?
You will franchise Mahomes over the next 3 years instead of playing him over the next 3 years.
I don't think it would come to that, though. I think you could still come to some type of agreement. It's a negotiation.
Well,
you say I want 500 guaranteed.
He already came to the agreement. He already came to the agreement.
You say you want 500 guaranteed to Patrick Mahomes. I'm like, Pat, we can't do that. With this NFL, we got 53 others. We got teammates. You know what I can do? We can guarantee you half of that. We can guarantee you 60% of that. We can't give you the whole 100%. So that might be 250 or 300 million. That might be doable. But 500 million, half a billion guaranteed is not doable in the NFL. It ain't, not yet.
And I would have told him I'm not signing no extension.
Well, that's not what he wanted to do. He wanted some security now. He don't know what the future holds. It's the NFL.
But
that boy got the golden arm. That's why they signed him to that big contract.
It ain't nothing gonna change about y'all in the next 2 to 3 in the next 2 to 3 years. I know they said the same thing about Dan Marino. People felt the same way about Dan Marino when he threw that 4,000 yards and that 48 touchdowns when he first came in. People felt that same way. They was like, "Oh man, he gonna go to 5 Super Bowls. He gonna win 5 MVPs." And I don't think he never won another MVP or Super Bowl. But I just don't see that from this youngin', man. I don't see what's going to stop him from going to the Pro Bowl 10 more times. Dan Marino still went to probably fucking 7, I don't know how many Pro Bowls after that. You know what I mean? So he still would have been worth the money. You know what I'm saying? If you had gave Dan Marino a guaranteed contract, even with all those knee surgeries, those backs, and that neck, he still would have been worth that money, bro. Cut the joke.
And I think it's 3 franchise tags, if I'm looking at this correctly. You got the non-exclusive franchise tag, then you got the exclusive franchise tag, and then you got the transition tag. Is that?
No, those are different. No, those are different types of tags. You can only do.
That they can use.
You can only do.
I was watching them talk about using the franchise tag on Dak Prescott, and they were talking about year 1, year 2, year 3. Like, I think you can keep using it.
Yourself. You said Kirk Cousins. That's a prime example. They franchised him twice, and they couldn't do it no more, dog.
I think they could. He just didn't want to, so they traded him.
What you mean he didn't want to? It's a franchise tag.
Right. They got tired of doing it. Man, I'm going to find it out for sure.
They didn't get tired of doing it. They couldn't do it no more. They got to give him a contract or he's a fucking free agent. Yeah. They just got to, Kirk Cousins is your prime example. The Washington, whatever the hell they going to be, was in that same situation. They franchise tagged Kirk Cousins twice, and they couldn't do it again. And they wasn't going to give him the $80 million that Minnesota gave him. So, I mean, goddamn, dog. I think Kirk Cousins got $80 million of his $100 million guaranteed when he signed this contract, dog. Patrick Mahomes should have asked them people he should have said, man, I'll do 7 years. I want I want $400 million. Guaranteed fully. I'll do 8 years, $40 million, $400 million.
What we got next on the plate?
7 years. They'll be short $50 million then. Oh yeah, also Tom Brady went to 14 Super Pro Bowls.
The NBA is about to fucking kick off. It's
what,
about to get real.
Tom Brady ain't going to 14 Super Bowls?
I said Pro Bowls.
Oh, 14 Pro Bowls? He said Tom Brady went to 14 Pro Bowls.
Yeah, Tom Brady and Tony Gonzalez. Yep.
F Tom Brady. But okay, now shut up. We moving on to the next subject. We got the NBA season coming up real soon. So I just wanted to talk about this whole bubble situation, the NBA playoffs and matchups, and what everyone thinks is going to happen. You know, some teams are bringing players, some teams are putting new players, some people are bowing out because of the COVID and Black Lives Matter. So just want to get everyone's thoughts on who they think is going to look good in this year's playoffs.
Well, I've been saying the Lakers because of the discipline that's going to be just trickled down to the team, starting with LeBron James. As you can see, we already got people right now breaking quarantine. Once you break quarantine, you got quarantine for additional 8 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already got people doing it now, you know what I'm saying? You got people that's testing negative and then somehow they just test positive. Now we got quarantine, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of self-discipline that has to happen, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't come from necessarily the coaching staff or the GM or the owner. It comes from your leader, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the team that has the number one leader in the league right now is the Lakers. So
yeah, LeBron's going to crack that whip.
Hey, but you know what, though, B? You know who I'm afraid of, yeah? Those Clippers, just like you said, how motherfuckers need to stay on track and stay inside, you know what I'm saying? And
they the ones that's going to be doing it.
The Clippers just been quiet as shit, dog. I ain't heard nothing from them.
You got Doc Rivers, man. Doc Rivers. Leadership.
That's what I meant. That's what I was just about to say. That what the Lakers getting from LeBron James, I think the Clippers getting from Doc Rivers, dog. I don't think they necessarily getting it from what's his name, Frank Vogel. I don't know if they necessarily.
He's a player's coach. He's not a disciplinarian type coach.
That's what I mean.
That's
but
why they got Jason Kidd.
Seems like he's running a tight ship, dog. And this is a big title right here. People trying to make it like it's an asterisk or whatever. This is a motherfucking NBA championship, dog. Somebody like LeBron, it counts like shit. That's what I'm saying. You can say what you want. LeBron James or Kawhi Leonard got a chance to get an NBA championship with their third team. That's gonna be a milestone achievement, though. That's gonna be some shit.
Well, that's history.
We never seen before in the NBA, man. That's gonna be impressive.
I don't think the Clippers gonna make it. I think somebody's gonna upset them.
I would love to see
I wouldn't
that.
be. I mean, I would love to
Well,
see that.
we know it can't be the Rockets because if Russell Westbrook is out because of the COVID, he tested positive.
Yeah, he did.
I thought that was James.
He'll be
Harden.
fine though. No, it was Russell. He'll be fine though. Unless he keeps testing positive or gets sick. But he has more than enough time.
Yeah, my big thing is that if the NBA even has a season this year, which I still don't think it's going to happen, but
no, the NBA is going down.
Let LeBron get it. They're going to shut the whole season down.
I think this year is going to be any team has a chance, even the sorry teams, because of COVID-19. We might see a team. We might see a team that we just totally did not expect to actually make it deep into playoffs or whatever. Because let's say the Lakers are everyone's favorite. What happens when LeBron gets COVID-19 somehow?
And what if somebody tests positive for COVID-19 in like Game 2 of the finals, dog?
Right, you got 14 days to quarantine.
God damn!
You just missed basically that whole series. So shit like that can happen.
And they see that connection with Lonzo and Zion looking good right now.
Hey, I would not be shocked. I don't think y'all understand how great that young team is going to be. They are going to be the best team in the NBA one day.
You got to hold on. They not even in the playoffs yet.
Not trying to
I said one day, and I'm talking about one day soon. I'm talking about not this year, not next year. The year after, the Pelicans could be the best team in the NBA.
Hey, hold on. What's that? Who's that in the background? Whose TV is that?
Come on, man. What the fuck?
So you got to mute yourself. Go ahead.
We talking about.
So what I'm saying is not saying this
that young Pelicans team, that team has some truly unique and truly great players on their team, dog.
Okay.
I mean, you're like
talking about a team that's not in the playoffs.
Lonzo Ball and fucking Zion Williamson are two of the most unique players that I've seen.
Okay, yeah, you said that over and over. That don't mean nothing. They not in the playoffs.
What do you mean they're not in the playoffs?
I mean, when I back to them, I'm not necessarily talking about this. Yeah. I really think they could have made it. I said I thought they were going to make it if they had been a full season. If the season had continued, I think they would have hunked Ja Morant and them down.
Okay. I mean,
they would have.
By the way, that's another step in history. These are the two best players I ever seen at the top of the draft. Ever.
The only thing I know is
all right, hold on.
Broom swept them mugs.
They had the easiest remaining schedule the Pelicans did. So
yeah, they did, dog. I said that if they had continued normally, they was gonna hawk them down. And it might not even been Ja and them that they hawked down, because I think Memphis had a solid chance to make it too.
Go ahead, Rich. Rich still has something to say. You kept cutting him off.
I'm not saying this to disrespect any teams or anything like that. I'm just saying don't be surprised this year if things go the way they go and certain players get COVID-19 and miss series. You could see a team like the Orlando Magic or the Phoenix Suns actually make the playoffs deep and win a championship.
Or the Toronto Raptors.
You could see it.
Hey, Ronald, mute him.
You won't see the Phoenix Suns. You won't see the Phoenix Suns. You won't see the Phoenix Suns. No, the only reason I said that, Rich, Phoenix Suns have the biggest gap to cover out of the whole NBA playoffs. They won't even make the playoffs.
They're still an NBA team, and
I get your point, though. I see the point y'all make. Just don't say the Phoenix Suns.
I'm not saying a team like that make it.
You know who could
do it? The Raptors.
The Toronto Raptors, dog. That's who could do it.
They got experience.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You could just see an oddball team, make it deep or win the championship because of COVID-19.
Okay, so
don't be surprised if the Raptors or the Celtics do. Yeah.
Okay, so if
Celtics, I can see going to the finals.
Yeah, that's true.
I can see the Celtics going to the finals.
So the favorites right now to go to the finals is Clippers, Lakers out the West, Bucks out the East with the Celtics right underneath them. So out of those four teams, I mean, don't choose none of them. Hold on.
What about Philly?
they've been struggling. They have the worst road record of all the playoff teams. But look, who would you choose? You can choose this too, Jeff. Who would you choose outside of those 4 teams as your dark horse team to go to the finals? Let me hear your finals matchup. Hold on. Let me hear your finals matchup, East versus West, without those 4 teams.
You said without those teams?
You can't pick none of those 4.
I understand. Okay.
Hold on, what 4 is it? Say that again. What 4?
Celtics, Bucks, Lakers, Clippers. You can't pick them. Give me an East and West. Jeff, you go first since you're talking. Steve next.
Okay, I think far and away the best team that got a chance is the Houston Rockets, though. The Houston Rockets got 2 of the top 10 players in the whole league in their backcourt, dog. It's probably the best backcourt ever, or you know what I'm saying?
Who's going to pass the ball?
Been on the same team. And that team, I think that those 2 can carry them anywhere. I think they could beat anybody in a series, and I think they need
an opponent. We need an opponent.
And out of the East, like I said, I think it's the Raptors, but I think it's also the Philadelphia 76ers, dog. That Philadelphia 76ers team, that could be the most talented team in that whole East, dog. They gave them a lot of trouble, dog. I think it was did they play the Raptors? Like last year in the playoffs, dog, they played the Raptors. They almost beat them, man. That was a real
no Jimmy Butler. They don't got that dog.
No, and also Joel Embiid is the one dude in the league who Giannis is not some kind of freakish athlete to him. Like he's just like they contemporaries. Like anything that you could do physically, I could do physically. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's not gonna outmatch him. Like just like you a unicorn, I'm kind of a unicorn too. And Ben Simmons, man, when he turned it on, they could turn it on. They shoot well around him.
All right, well,
I think it'll be Philly and the Rockets without those 4 teams.
All right, that's you locked in. All right, Steve, go ahead. You next.
B.
Steve's next, B.
The dark horse, I think it could be possibly Miami Heat. That's the East. Yeah. And this is a long shot. Dallas Mavericks.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean,
Luke is a dog. I'm trying to tell you, he the best thing since Dirk Nowitzki out there. Best white boy in the league since Dirk. He already was an MVP candidate this year. I agree with that. I like that.
He the goddamn truth. I mean, he the real deal.
Brian, you want to go next since you were saying B?
I hate both teams.
Yeah, actually,
I think Luka Doncic is like 27 years old, though.
Go ahead, B.
Luka's only like, what, 21, 22 or something like that? He's young.
He's like 21 or 22, but I think he's really like 28, dog.
Hold on. All right, guys. Come on, guys. We're trying to get these picks in. They didn't say no when y'all spoke. Go ahead.
So, I'm going to say Nuggets in the West.
That's a good one.
And I'm actually going to agree. Unfortunately, I'm going to agree with Steve and pick the Miami Heat.
Unfortunately.
and Jeff made a good they have experience, man. The rest of them guys there, they have experience. That's a good point with the Toronto Raptors. I thought about them. But it's something about the Heat. The Heat is the only team, really, that match up well with the Milwaukee Bucks.
They give them problems. They played them and gave them problems.
Well, they nearly didn't they almost sweep them? I think they won like 3 or 4 games against them.
They got enough defense. They got enough youth, shooters, athleticism. You know what I'm saying? Because like they got Jimmy Iguodala there. They got the shooters and Robinson, Tyler.
Iguodala down there in Miami now? I forgot about that.
Iguodala,
yeah.
He's not gonna be a difference making player.
Okay.
Iguodala brings championship experience, and he does play some defense still. He's still quality defense.
He's a good player. He's just not gonna make a difference in nobody's season.
They got none. They got none in Dragic at the guards, and somebody that's underrated. Somebody that's underrated that they got that could cause some problems there also. Is man Derrick Jones Jr. You know what I'm saying? So
you like him a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, that's not a difference-making player.
We gonna dunk on somebody?
Right, yeah.
Crowd rocking. It ain't no crowd.
It's not just about that, dog. Y'all not watching them dudes when they play. He is long, Paul. He is long and athletic. Dog. It's about it's about defense, dog. You know what I'm saying? And he could do that.
He's just not terribly productive. I don't think he's going to be a difference maker. Is all I mean.
All right, Rich. You up? You up?
The dunker. That's all.
All right. I'm going with Philly, and I'm going to go with one of my most favorite today's NBA players, in Donovan Mitchell and the Jazz.
What? Man, they all types of fractured over there, dog. Yeah, you really just dug deep for that one.
All the players still got COVID over there.
I can't disrespect that pick, though. The Jazz got a good team.
Yeah, when they're on the same page, they just so messed up as a team in that locker room right now. That's what I heard. So I don't know if they can bring that all together.
Donovan Mitchell's a thunder killer, so I'm gonna go with him.
Speaking of thunder, why not them? They was on like a spectacular streak before.
You already made your pick, sir. You already.
I know.
No, but how great is Chris Paul, though, man?
He's excellent. He's Hall of Famer. We know the Lakers should have got him, but they didn't.
No, in my dreams, though, when I was a kid fantasizing about playing in the NBA, I played like Chris Paul, dog. That's the way I want to play basketball. That's the way I wish I could play,
Chris Paul was a DJ on WPGC.
No, I ain't say I play like that, motherfucker. I said that's the way I wish I could play.
Right.
I wish I could play like Steph Curry or Chris Paul, dog.
Okay, well, it's my turn. I'm gonna make my picks. So my dark horse is with Jeff.
Hey, I'm gone. Yeah, I gotta go.
All right, man. Talk to you later.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna
burn everybody.
All right, so I'm gonna go with the Rockets in the West. It's just too much firepower. You got two ex-MVPs. No other team can even say they got anything like that on their team.
Those
two MVPs
can do things when they want, bruh.
They can do when they want. They can do what they want when they want. They're starting to. They got rid of their problem, which was a big man, and that's been giving teams problems. They can just run, and James Harden's in the best shape he's ever been in. They picked up some good players to kind of like compliment him. I like the Mbamute pick that they just added him to the roster. This way, this bubble season in the playoffs is almost perfect for them. They got the rest they need, and they're gonna be able to. James Harden's not coming into the playoffs, I guess, beaten and battered from the regular season like he normally is, where he's had to score.
He's gonna come in that thing cooking. Yeah,
he's gonna be a nightmare. You do not want to see him. So that's my West pick. In the East, man, I want to say Philly, but they don't have a bench, and they have a really big problem with their big men. They're moving Ben Simmons down to the power forward spot and letting Shake Milton play point guard, and that's going to cause Embiid to get tied up with Ben Simmons, and so I got to go with Steve and Brian. I got to go with the Miami Heat, man. They're deep. They can score. They got defense. They got a big man. They give the Milwaukee Bucks all types of problems. I would take Toronto, but they just don't have a star or a leader over there that I believe in since Kawhi left. So those are that's my NBA pick. I want to see the Rockets versus the Miami Heat.
The number 2 seeds though.
Who is? The Heat isn't.
Aren't the Raptors?
The Rockets are not the number 2 seed. The Clippers are.
I said the Raptors.
Oh, the Raptors. Yeah. Yes, they are. They are the number 2 seed. I don't believe in them. I just can't pick them, man. They don't got a guy. I like Siakam, but he's not it yet.
I'm about to say Pascal Siakam is the truth, dog.
I can't go with them. Then you should have picked them, right?
All right.
I don't know.
All right, so we're gonna this is our last subject. We're gonna wrap up this session. I want to constantly always bang this on when we do these. We got Buffalo Bills fans.
Hit that like, share, subscribe button, man.
Yeah, please. We want to always talk about these Buffalo Bills and these 49ers. Sorry, Steve, you don't have a team logo yet, so we can't talk about your team yet. We don't know who y'all are. Y'all the Washington anybody's. So the first subject is...
We're called the Intimidators.
Sure. That's what you want. You ain't intimidating nobody for years. this is what I want to know from Jeff and Rich. What do you think Devin Singletary will do in 2020, and how many rushing yards and touchdowns is he looking to produce for the Buffalo Bills? Or are you guys going to go with thunder and lightning with him and the rookie?
I'm about to say, yeah. I think
okay.
I think it's gonna be Zach Moss. That's gonna be what you need to watch in Buffalo. Yeah.
FAU.
He got a chance to be outstanding.
And you, Rich?
Yeah, Zach Moss is definitely a cool character, but I'm not going to go off and say Zach Moss is going to be the thing for the Bills. We're talking about a rookie that was drafted. He's going to be a rookie drafted in the late rounds. He's more of a power runner, so I think he's going to be more of a red zone addition. You look at Devin Singletary. I know a lot of people don't know about Devin Singletary, never heard of the guy. He, in 1 year in 2017.
He had a field day against us.
Yeah, that was actually his breakout game. But in FBS history in 2017, he actually led all FBS rushers with 32 touchdowns in that collegiate year. So he can ball. He ran for over 1,000 yards every year in his college career. In 2017, he actually rushed for 1,920 yards. And he also holds mostly all the records of Florida Atlantic, who I believe was an ex-Redskin who held most of the records in that college. I think his name was – who's your running back, Steve, that was decent?
Alfred Morris?
Yeah, Alfred Morris.
Okay.
Alfred Morris hold all the records, which Singletary pretty much beat most of all of them. He was also MVP in his conference in college, and he was also coached and recruited by Lane Kiffin. Everyone knows Lane Kiffin's a pretty big-name coach, so obviously he must have saw some.
Deion Sanders' son just joined him.
Right, so everyone must have saw. Another good thing about why
FAU?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Another reason why I think Devin Singletary is going to have a better season this year is he actually is coming back to all 5 offensive linemen starters. So
our offensive line is going to be excellent next year, dog.
Right.
I
He's got continuity with all his offensive linemen. None of them have left. He's got the same quarterback that he's played with.
Moses?
In the second year. He also only started 8 games. And out of those 8 games, in the first season, he had over a 5-yard per carry anytime he touched the ball. His quickness and everything. So I just feel like him being the full-time starter and actually starting all 16 games, if you double his stats of what he did for the 8 games started, he's looking at over 1,500 rush yards.
Yeah.
So he's definitely got the talent there. I don't know. I feel he definitely will step up, and those are kind of the reasons why I feel he is going to be the guy. And I think he's going to be one of the most quiet, people that a lot of people don't know that's going to show the most improvement than any NFL team. People are going to know who Singletary is after this year.
Can we get a total of yards, touchdowns? What to be expected of? What do you expect the Bills to produce? What do you expect him to produce with the Buffalo Bills this season? What's good for you guys for this season?
I think he's going to have at least 1,200 yards rushing, at least minimum. He only carried the ball 151 times last year, so I expect his carries to at least be in the 250 range or more. So by what he's done, I feel he can get at least 1,200. But realistic, I think he could be like a 1,400-yard running back next year if they give him the ball.
I think that's lofty, dog. Like you said, I think he's gonna have around. I don't even think he's gonna have 250 carries. I think he's gonna have more like 220. Because I'm telling you, I think Zach Moss is a dog. I watched him in college. He's a beast. And motherfucking, I think if he has 250 carries, for him to get 1,200 yards, man, he'd have to be averaging damn near 6 yards a carry or some shit. And I think just when you get the ball more, your yards per carry average goes down. I expect him to have about 200 some carries too, but I only expect him to have like 1,000, maybe 1,100 yards, and I think maybe 5 or 6 touchdowns.
That's fair. Okay, well, I just want to get that plug in.
We're going to be running that ball, though, too, though. We're going to be running the ball a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Y'all should be a run-first team. Even though you added Stephon Diggs, y'all got to be run-first.
The quarterback going to be running. I think the quarterback going to be running. I think it's gonna be another running back gonna be running. I just don't. If that motherfucker gets, like he said, over 1,200 yards, so and approach double-digit touchdowns, we gonna be outstanding. Like we gonna be good as shit.
All right. Well, the final subject I wanted to broach is based on the 49ers. Steve probably can speak on this because it kind of affects him because he's kind of a part-time New York Jets fan, and the 49ers are looking to acquire Jamal Adams. He said he wants out. He don't want to be a part of that trash organization anymore, all that stuff. He trying to get out. I think
trash organization.
I think all we really have to do is give up a first-round pick, which is nothing. A first-round pick, send him Dante Pettis, Jaquiski Tart, something like that, or a first and a third, a future third, and we should have Jamal Adams by no later than week 4 of next year. If we play the Jets week 2, they don't want to see Jamal Adams before then, so they're going to hold on to him until at least week 2 pass after we thump the Jets in week 2. Steve, I know you don't want to let him go, but I think he's coming to us or he's going to somewhere else. He's not staying in New York.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm looking at you about the little thumping you talking about.
Oh, you don't want to put down no? You know y'all not beating us. Yeah, we'll be looking to put wages on that. That's if we have an NFL season. And I'm sure the Buffalo Bills fans will be loving to see Jamal Adams get shipped 3,000 miles west. They do not want to see him.
I'd like to see them lose him. I don't need to see him no more. But I mean, I don't think he's gonna go to San Francisco.
I mean, it's not his choice. It's a trade. So where do you think he's going to land? Who's going to trade for him?
I don't think San Francisco is going to even. I don't think San Francisco is going to make the best offer for him. And also, the Jets are in that kind of position where they're not going to send that motherfucker to that completely advantageous situation like that unless somebody really rings their bell. Like, they're not going to send him to no great situation like the fucking Cowboys or the fucking 49ers.
Seattle won them. We gotta do what we can to keep him from Seattle.
He ain't going to no Super Bowl team like that. Seattle Seahawks. I don't see them doing that. And he said, he only going to accept a trade if he go to those teams. But like you said, a lot of that, the way he's been holding out, a lot of that's going to be out of his control. And I'm telling you, I don't think the 49ers can mess with their team. I don't think they need nothing right now. We're going to lose Jaquiski Tartt next year regardless. To add an all-pro safety to your team I know if you could add Jamal Adams without having to give nothing up, I understand. But you're right.
We're not giving up players, but it's going to be draft picks and people that we can move that aren't even starters or that are going to get released because their contract ends next year.
See, I don't think the Jets are going to do that just to get rid of him. It's about the Jets. It ain't about. I know what y'all, the 49ers, would like.
Man, I saw Odell Beckham Jr. get traded out of New York, so I know Jamal Adams can go too. He kind of got it's kind of that same theme right now with them. He kind of in that same thing.
That's the Giants, though. They're two different organizations.
But you're right, and the Giants felt like they were sending Odell Beckham to purgatory by sending him to Cleveland. You know what I'm saying?
True. That's a good point.
They send him over to the AFC to a bum-ass organization.
Yes. Sorry, Browns fans. Y'all going to be better this year. They said y'all got the number one weapon. They said the Browns have the best weapons across the NFL this year as far as receivers go. So, Browns should be good. They gave Myles Garrett a big contract today. Hey, well, I mean, that's it for today. Jeff, you want to wrap this up? Get us on here? Get out some people.
We'll wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? My man Steve Lee, G-Berg's finest. My man Rich, our resident white boy. We love him. My man Ron Thomas and me, Jeff Payne. We out of here. It's another edition of Talking Sports and Talking Shit. See you.
And remember, part 1 will be a broken, short midget that you'll have to watch first before watching this.
Like and subscribe.
What is that? Smokey Robinson.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh man. That might not get to play on YouTube anyway. They're gonna block that. What is wrong with your man?
Gang banging.
All right, boys, get.
When I heard this, I wanted to laugh so hard last night when I heard this joke. When my mom and them was asleep, I'm like, nah, I can't.